So I just, like, was like, okay, I'll do it. And then I was, like, refusing to go to these, like, cigar jobs that she had booked, and like, it just making problems for her, and I wouldn't talk to her, and, like, I, had this, like, lip ring that she hated, and she wanted me to take it out so that I could work for her, and she would be embarrassed, and, like, I got a job delivering pizzas, and I went into the insurance company for my car, and I switched my insurance to be, like, so I had commercial insurance, so that I could deliver pizzas, and she got really pissed off at that, and I was like, oh, well, I use it for cigar rolling, right? So it should be a commercial, whatever, and, her business is not on the books for cigar. And I knew what I was saying. And so, yeah, so I was like, I had this job delivering pizzas, and there was this guy who was like, he was just like enormous. He was just like an enormous, like, maybe 21-year-old or something. He was like, 6 foot something, and like, probably like 6'6" or something. Like, my older brother's 6'4", and I think he was even taller. He was just like, he was huge. And I just decided that I just, like, wanted to, like, fuck him. And, like, I had never even, like, seen a penis before. And, like, maybe even, like, I don't even really now watch porn. Like, I don't even think that I'd ever, like, even really, like, looked at a picture of one. And so, and so, he, like, invited me to his parents' house, and he, like, I don't know if he was doing it on purpose or not, like, if he thought that it was, like a fun thing to do, or if he was, like, actually trying to, like, hurt me, but he, like, he, like, kind of choked me, and it just, like, made me freeze, and it was, like, very scary for me.
The first time?
Yeah, and I didn't end up having sex with him, and I just remember, God, he just, like, he was like, I wanted to go to sleep, and so he just turned on Jersey Shore, and it was just playing while I was, like, trying to go to sleep, and I was like, I didn't want to ask him to turn it off because I couldn't fucking sleep. So I just didn't sleep, and just waited until the morning, and then left the house. And, like, so, like, I would, like, there was, like, this other guy that I ended up losing my virginity to, but we used to smoke pot together, and when I smoked pot, I would have, like these, like, kind of, like, flashbacks to that, and just start hitting him,
In your sleep?
No,
or?
just, like, while we were fucking, I would just be like, oh, God, get out, like, kind of shocked. Yeah. And he would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, he was not, nice about that. And, yeah, it was like he didn't, I don't know, he just didn't understand.
It's, yeah. You gotta get rid of that, like, act like an asshole to get a girl thing. Because it's like, I can't even, it's like, that's what it's like.
But it was like, to him, I was, like, doing something to him, like, I was, like, hitting him.
Yeah, but.
It was just, like, a complete lack of fucking empathy that, like, and so it was just, like, I felt like there was something really wrong with me,
Yeah, that's what I felt like for just being a virgin. And then my friends, like, were like, like my friends, like my friend Danielle, like they were like, oh, it's like the best thing is to like be a virgin. And so then I think I even like pretended that I was still a virgin after I started this horrendous relationship. Because I finally got close to some like value, you know, it's like before then it was just like embarrassing to me. Like when I was finally, even though I was also very afraid of sex, and like when I finally was ready to have sex with my boyfriend, my forever boyfriend, like he broke up with me to go and try and have sex with his past girlfriend that was like a little bit older than us, that he had already slept, like that took his virginity, which like in retrospect I understand, like in that way I'm kind of glad that
Like you didn't have sex with a gay guy? Or
what?
Oh, I thought you said that he turned out to be gay.
What? No.
No. Okay.
No, he went out with this girl that was older than us, and like they had so we like went out like when we were like in 6th or 7th grade. We started going out, and I broke up with him one summer while he was at Berkeley camp, and like then we didn't go out for a while, and then we got back together in high school, but after, like, he dated this girl when we got to high school, and they had sex.
Yeah.
And then we got back together after that, and then we broke, and, like, it was, and we got back, eventually he was very sorry about that. And that girl's married now. But I'm just glad that, like, I didn't lose my virginity to him because he didn't lose his virginity to me. And so it's equal in the long run.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it was, like, actually, like not a bad thing to do. Even though, like, I was really devastated by that, like, thing or whatever. It's like, imagine when you're, like, finally ready to have sex with your, like, long-term boyfriend, and then, like, they break up with you without even, it's like, you could have taken advantage of me and then broke up with me. You know? Like,
yeah.
It's
well,
like,
so, like,
did you
think that, like, that he just didn't want to have sex with you because you were a virgin? Like, is that what you...
I think that, like, it's like a powerful thing. It's like when you have sex with somebody, I don't know, it's like a whole other thing that even if you're it's like you have to have, like, a lot of sex. I mean, I don't know. I don't know personally, but I was just talking to Tracy Chevrolet until 3:48 in the morning last night.
Really?
So I'm like, yeah, I gotta, like, fucking just fuck people. Because it's like, it's so annoying to find yourself, like, so hung up and, like, decapacitated by this, like, interaction. But it's like the power that, like, sex has over you, you know, is like, it's hard to understand. And I think it's not totally natural. I think it's also like part of like the whole culture thing and everything too, you know, because like it's so crazy that like, you know, girls like women, like, I mean, I did that. It's like I was in this relationship like where I lost my, where I just like totally completely like tried to like my value was in like hiding my value or hiding who I was to like get somewhere with something, you know, it's like I cared about such the wrong thing, like about just like being put down, but like I put myself down. You know, it's like who fucking does that? But somebody that's as fucked up as me does that. You know, is like, oh, this guy's like gonna call me a tease, like I'm gonna show him by having sex with him. Like, you know, like drinking a lot of beer at this party and like I'm not afraid of sex and I'm not a virgin. You know, like even though it's like, I don't know, that was just, I don't know, my attitude about it, I guess. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think it was like, like you, yeah, I don't know. I guess like, do you think that it was just like being young and kind of like stubborn or something, where you just like wanted to like prove that somebody was wrong about you, or did it like hurt your feelings or something, and he called you a tease, or like did you think um like you just wanted to like do that with like somebody you didn't care about at all because like it was, I don't know, it was like it would have been easier or something.
No, I didn't. I wasn't like, I mean, I did care about him, but I guess I didn't care about him like in the same way as like I cared about Will. Because like me and Will actually had like a good relationship, and like that was what was, it wasn't like sarcastic and like psychologically like snide like my relationship with this guy Rick like was. So it was like a different thing, but I don't think that you can like understand like when, you know, like when Will broke up with me, like, which was like right when I was like in my mind, and I might have even said, like, I was like ready to like have sex, and like he like opened me up in like a loving, caring way to like being open to like sexual stuff in general. Like, and he, but I realized for him in retrospect, like that he went out with this older girl because like we grew up together. Like we had like probably a lot of firsts together, and then like I broke up with him, like, and he was upset about it. And then he had this relationship with an older girl who was sexually experienced, and like, that was, and I was like fine with that. Like, I wasn't like, I was kind of like but I wasn't like, I don't know, I was just still very afraid of. So when we got back to like we've had like a special relationship for like our whole lives. But like there's like no way you can just not feel totally dejected. Like if you're like in that situation and the person that you're with like breaks up with you and is trying to like get their old girlfriend that went to college to like get back together with them.
Yeah.
But it's like I understand that now, like after the fact, like, and it's because it's such a vulnerable state, and when it's like, and when somebody else is already, yeah, it's like imagine having sex with a virgin. It's like that person would be obsessed with you, and you would probably be annoyed by them and feel like you had to break it to them at some point, and that's just like it's just like a dynamic that exists.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't even know, it's like I cared about this like kind of stupid, mostly mental, psychological relationship that I had with like Rick St. Dennis that was like a lot based on like putting each other down and like withholding, it was not, but it was like I couldn't help being somewhat miserable over it and being like attached to it for like a long time. And then when I like got out of it, it was like one day that I like drank wine and Chelsea drove me around and like we listened to In My House. And then I was like a totally free person. And I went back that summer after like that was the first year of college or whatever, and like slept with Will, and Will was like, I'm so sorry that I did that, and I don't care, about Laura, this person, and like we were together that whole summer or whatever. and like after that, I kind of like dealt with I still like, I don't know. It's like, it's like, for it's like, no matter what you do, it's like, even though I didn't tell Rick I was a virgin, I forced myself to have sex with him, like, I was very secretive in some ways about my feelings, and like, I still expected this, like, great love to come out of it, and for some, like, which is just like, you can perpetuate a bad relationship forever with that kind of thinking.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I do the same thing too. It's like people who just like are, jerks. It's like, why do I still? Yeah, why do I still
like you to think that
I want to follow you around?
Even though you're like, it's like if you're
like you do,
act a certain way about everyone.
Yeah,
You're gonna act that way about the person that goes out with you. It's like you won't be exempt. But it's like I want to be with that asshole and be like the one person exempt from his assholiness.
Yeah, no, but even if people are an asshole to you, like, before, it's like, oh well, let me just like see if they want to hang out tonight. Like, it's completely weird, and it's like any rational person would tell you what you're doing is fucking stupid, but I don't know. Yeah, you just do it anyway, and you like I get like obsessed over it, sort of, and like feel like genuinely like hurt when like this garbage person is like not returning my phone calls or whatever,
Yeah, and it's like, what are you trying to do when you're like trying to like control someone that way? Because some people aren't, but like people definitely do. I mean, there's a side of like being aware of that and like perpetuating it in a way to like keep someone caring about you with the feeling that you don't care about them or whatever. Like when someone feeds that feeling in you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's really dumb. It definitely like gets me. And I end up spending like 9 months or something
Pregnant.
like with somebody, pregnant with like somebody who's like
some bastard child.
Don't even like.
Not again.
Like how did I even get
another mouth to feed? I can't handle this. Dang. I know. Oh, you know what's funny? I meant to say. My ex-boyfriend. And like accidentally, like he was sleeping and I was sleeping next to him and he started choking me in his sleep.
Oh. Okay.
That's my experience with that. It was
that,
kind of scary.
yeah? Did you just wake him up?
I mean, because you're really not expecting that.
No, yeah. Was it like fast or was it like a groggy kind of
It was not like, it was not intense. It was not intense, but it
like
definitely
like
happened, and he was definitely asleep. Like, I was like, what the fuck? But, like, he was asleep. It's really weird.
That's so funny.
And he never did that not asleep.
Maybe he was just like, Leah, pretending to be asleep.
Well, I know, but, like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, like, maybe it would be kind of elaborate, but it's possible.
Did you ask him, like, what does this mean? Like, does your dream you just, like, want to kill me for some reason?
I think that maybe it was, like, I think he was probably, like, into that. I think he's probably done that before, like, sexually. Because he was, like, a whole, like, a punk graffiti dude.
Yeah, but he just, like...
I don't think it was a... He's a gentle little half Mexican. So I don't think it was. I think it was probably a sexual thing before it was a violent thing. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It was an unconscious thing. So, but it was like, it was weird. It was like he didn't wake up even. I think I told him the next day. But, like, I woke up with, like, people, like, just screaming. And then I wake up because they're screaming, but they're screaming because I'm screaming in my sleep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you
Happened to me a few
scream
times.
in your sleep? Like, it's just a few times? Like, it doesn't happen that often?
Yeah, I don't think it does. I used to have, like, a lot, like, when I was younger, I had, like, night terrors and like all kinds of shit, like, but like a few like weird things, like I think it takes a lot for me to, like, I don't normally do weird shit in my sleep, but
Is it like if you get really stressed out or something?
yeah, I think it could be like certain things. I don't know. I know that I've done the screaming thing twice at least. I was sleeping next to RP once, and he really reminded me of, like, night terrors from my childhood. Probably was like an engram.
What?
Like, and so did, like, Dez's performance with his band was like an exact dream that I used to have as a child. Where, like, people, like, wore these big, like, garbage bags as, like, clothing. And they were, like, puffed up, so, like, everyone, you could just see, like, your heads or whatever. It was like an anti-body shaming kind of thing. But, like, it was also, like, something kind of dark to it. I don't know. But we went and saw his show with the Bentmen or whatever, and, like, they were wearing these big garbage bags that were, like, puffed up. It was so fucking weird.
Did you? And you
I was like, I dreamed this. Yeah, I was there. Comanche Jello was there. It was me and Alvin and Comanche Jello. I think we got 2 tacos from that Mexican place. It was over Brighton, just a call.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was but like RP is like, anything you do is like an attack, like the world is like a conspiracy where like he's in the center of it all, you know? And that's where it's like, that's what like I started to get afraid of with like Matt Stearns, but it's like, I think Matt Stearns is actually, like, I love Matt Stearns. I do. Like, I was expecting that like I was gonna maybe get pissed off just from like the hype.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just that I don't know, like, I don't know you that well, and I don't know how you react to things.
Yeah, well, it's like, that's also a testament to like going through something like RP. You know, it's like, if somebody's not like a real sociopath through and through, then like they have a warm spot in my heart. Because I lived through the horror, you know, of trying to find the legitimacy in where it doesn't exist. You know, follow the logic that doesn't follow logic. You know.
Oh my god, having those conversations with people is the most frustrating thing in the whole world. Because it's like, there's like nothing that I can say that like will convince you of like something that should be completely obvious to you. And if I say nothing, then I'm like admitting it. You know, was it kind of like that? Like,
It's like a denial of any other person's reality, but like in a way that it's like, I think a sociopath is like, you just fill in spaces for them because you have to, and you're believing that they have this like baseline logic and perspective on their own experience and their own words that they just like don't have and aren't interested in, and are like very actively like deflecting from at any moment. You know, it's like, it'll never be a two-way street in the way that you can see them, they aren't capable of seeing you. And trying to understand their understanding of you is like practically, it's like impossible in a way because they don't have like a real understanding of you.
well, so is it like when, you're arguing with somebody and they say something mean, and then like you keep arguing and they say like, what are you doing? I was being nice to you, and then you say like, no, you just said this like really mean thing to me, and then they're just like, no, I didn't. Like, is it that kind of thing, or is it like, something else.
Oh yeah, they would move on. I mean, like, or two, just like. There's no. It's like somebody that's convincing in like saying that they see you more clearly than you know or something. Either you're thinking, oh, is that true? And trying to figure out how they could mean that and how they could like understand you in some way or understand things in a deeper way or like defend yourself against their like image of you so that they understand where you're coming from or whatever you can like understand each other. But like it's like never gonna happen, you know? It's like the same thing as like the guy that like puts you down or whatever, like is controlling in that way of like not caring because you keep paying attention to them. And it like perpetuates the like cycle of like reinforcing like insecurities.
Like you have to like keep being around him either to prove him wrong about his idea about you or like to like make amends for like this personality that like they say you have but you don't really, but you believe them anyway because they say that they know.
Well, it's like with a regular, like with a normal person, like if you have like a connection with somebody, positive or negative, like that means like a lot about what your relationship is with them and like what they mean to you and how you understand each other. So it's like if you have like a very positive connection or a very negative connection, like it has like importance and some kind of value that like is negotiated between you, you know, and it's not like a random person is gonna have a very negative or hostile like or whatever connection with you that you're gonna take seriously. That's usually people that you're involved with on a deeper level that you have like either a very positive or a conflict, you know, a conflict or a connection. But for like a sociopathic person, it's like either thing is available at any moment. And it's all depends on very small social cues. So it's like you can like you think that there's got to be this elaborate logic and trauma and feeling behind these reactions you're getting from one person that you're open with, and you eventually come to understand that it's like they're reacting the same way to like pretty much anyone based on like very
Tiny
superficial.
things that you would never even be able to. So I mean, it seems like I dated somebody who was diabetic, and it was kind of like that too, where like I never knew what was gonna make him like really angry. And he would always have like a justification for being angry that was like basically like fabricated, like just kind of made up. And like at first, yeah, it was like I thought that it was like something that I did, but I kind of like think now that it was just like his body reacting to like whatever was like going on, and like, so I think it had nothing to do, but I would like try to like make a pattern of it and like figure out try to like, in order to like believe that I had some sort of control over the situation, I would like try to make like some sort of like pattern out of it, like if like I would say to myself like, oh well, if I do this at this particular time, then that's gonna make me mad, but it really was like completely arbitrary and didn't like thought like have anything to do with me. So, yeah.
It never does when it comes to like that shit. And
yeah, like that
so
kind of like with like
you can just make
like weird
yourself
rage.
miserable over shit. It's like you just have to let go.
Yeah.
And be like,
but yeah, it's like he would like, I kind of did have that feeling though, like that, like I actually did something that upset him, and it made me like sad and sorry, and it was like I wanted to, I think I stayed around him just to like make him feel better or something, like because I felt like I had actually done something to him,
yeah.
But yeah, that was like, he would like, he used to like start yelling at me, and he had like these roommates who were older than me, and they were all really cool, and they were in a band together that was like, and they went to the, they were nominated for Boston Music Award or whatever, and I like, it was like whenever he would yell at me, I knew that they could hear it, and I didn't want to like make it like a, like a spectacle, and so I would just like try to leave, and then he would like kind of stand between me and the door and like grab my arm and stuff so he would leave, and yeah, like he would just be able to do that, to just like stay like enraged about something I didn't even understand, and he would like say things that like made me, that were like meant to make me believe that like that I had actually done something like really wrong, and so I felt really, and he would just be able to do that for hours, like literally like hours, and I was like, I don't know, like I guess by the end of it I just felt guilty instead of like, why are you doing this, yeah. Like you just think that you did to me.
Yeah, which is like, it's so fun. It's like, why are you going to such lengths to like have someone understand you and understand where you're coming from or whatever, like, that's just like totally disrespecting you as a person, but like, and you're like respecting them by trying to become what they want, or like feeling like it's justified by your actions or qualities to be treated in this way.
Yeah.
That's like, how, why would, what makes you care about that?
I don't know. I think in me it was like I wanted, like he would just tell me that like I really hurt him, you know, or by doing something, and I just like he would say it with like such conviction that I like actually thought that it was true, and it was like for whatever reason I guess I like was putting more importance on the idea that I had done something to hurt somebody and that I needed to like make it better than like actually like taking a step back and like thinking like what is like like maybe I don't deserve this, like maybe I didn't do anything wrong, and like it's like yeah.
And it's like it's also like a masochist. Like, I know definitely that it was for me and like that boyfriend, like it was, both of us were like masochistic people that like prided ourselves on that. And like, cause it's like when you'd rather be with somebody that makes you feel shitty about yourself than, with somebody that doesn't, and you respect that more than like some dope that's dumb enough to like you or think you're great. It's like, I definitely have had a lot of masochistic impulses in my life, and I don't like, I'm glad that I feel like I've been able to overcome that in a lot of ways.
Yeah. I think maybe that's like partly true for me, but it's more like in like a stubborn kind of way, like a do it more because you can't hurt me kind of like.
Yeah, but it's like you're being hurt when you're pretending that you're not hurt, and hoping for it's like, and that's it's like when you're trying to fool yourself, it's like, because something, it's like people are gonna say, it's like you can deal with shit and like you've got to deal with it, but it's like when you're in an intimate relationship with someone, it's not what you need or what you want. It's for someone that puts you down, that you have to harden yourself to prove to them that you don't have feelings,
Yeah. Well, and maybe also it's like you might be like chasing that person's like validation, sort of like when there's just like that one person that doesn't like you and you have to like prove to them that you're like they should like you. Maybe just even to like prove to yourself that like you're good. That might be part of it, But I don't know, it was like I just never knew when it was gonna happen. Like most of the time it was totally fine. Or probably like 75% of the time it was like fine. But then it would just and so it was like easy to forget because And it was also like, I think he like sort of used the fact that he was sick and making himself sicker, you know, by not taking care of himself to like guilt me into like kind of making allowances for him that he didn't deserve, you know, like yeah, and I think he knew that too, because he would like tell me about how he quit drinking because it wasn't good, you know, like liquor is just sugar and it's like really bad for your diabetes, and he was actually really sick, you know, and like so when I like broke up with him, he just started drinking around me, you know, and so it was like I really honestly think that it wasn't like out of an impulse because he was sad or anything. It was just like, you know, guilt me into not breaking up with him.
Yeah. That's the weird part too. Is like people want to stay in miserable relationships.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like
Well, I think it was for him. It was like he knew. I think part of him knew that he was fucked up and that nobody else wanted, you know. And so it was like he was terrifying to not have me because I don't think that he like any sane person would want that, you know, would like put up with it.
Do you know where he is now?
He's around. I actually saw him last month.
When did you go out?
Huh?
When did you go out?
Like, I think, like maybe 4 years ago? Yeah, 4 years ago. Maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
He was alright?
Huh?
He was alright?
What?
He was what?
He was what?
He was what? Yeah. That's what
Oh, really?
I thought you said he was something.
Oh, no, I said like 4 or 5 years ago that you dated.
Okay, I think it was. Maybe that's what
Or 3 or 4. Yeah, I think it was 3 or 4 years.
he's doing still alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what was like the worst? Was like he wasn't that way around like people that he didn't know very well. And so everybody loved him. You know, and everybody, like, we had like a bunch of friends that were like kind of mutual friends, and everybody like kept hanging out with him over hanging out with me.
Were they like more his friends, or is like?
No, we knew, like, it was kind of like the same friend group, but we met under different circumstances. Like, I didn't meet them through him. I like met them and then I met him, you know. But I think he was like saying crazy shit about me, but I don't know. what really or to who. So that's probably what it is. But nobody's like brave enough to ask me about it. So that's just what they believe, you know. And it's like very weird to like go up to somebody and say like, hey, did this person like tell you that I'm a horrible person? Because you know, I don't know if they did or not.
Yeah.
Or even if they would tell me the truth about it. So, you know, it's, I don't know. That, it was just like, and you know, I'm not trying, I don't want to like give this person like a difficult life. Like, I don't want them to like, you know, hate, you know, like have any kind of energy at all to like fuck with me more, you know, and I don't like have the energy to like like do anything about it myself, you know, so it's just I don't know, that it just is frustrating and it's like I feel like nobody knows how to do this person. These are like pretty useless as beers, but they're really tasty.
Yeah. It's like a Orangina Fanta.
Yeah.
I wonder, does it say what
It's so good.
the ingredients and stuff?
No. Oh yeah. It says wheat beer is a grapefruit drink, which is grapefruit juice, sugar, and lemon juice, and orange juice. Yeah, that's pretty wholesome. Natural grapefruit flavor. Natural flavor. Well, yeah, like what is it? That doesn't mean anything.
Natural flavors, but bad.
Natural flavor is bad?
Yeah, that's like the code word for like fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, natural flavors.
How can they?
That's like the government. So I know. It's a big question. It's crazy, right? It makes no sense. And it's not. It's, yeah, it's weird. But it's true. But you know what I mean? Is those fucking things, those bags that are like, the Ziploc bags that are bigger than the gallon bag. Have you ever seen those? They make big Ziploc
like the
bags.
space bags, like the ones in the infomercial with the vacuum cleaner,
There's possibly.
where they like put a bunch of computers in it and then they vacuum all the air out and it turns into like an envelope bag.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, there's like Ziploc bags out there that are as big as a house. My dream. My dream to live in one of those. Oh, this was my too. Did you ever have a heart to heart? Like, so what did you do when you saw him?
I ignored him. I mean, like that was like part of his thing though. Was like the heart, you know, like that was like the.
That was where it got, yeah.
Well, yeah, it was like I would you know, we broke up and I would go out, like, to play, like, maybe I'd click, like, going on, like, a ska show or something like that, and then go. And he would just be there, like, sitting there like a fucking troll. Or a gargoyle. And, like, like, I'd be walking out to my car, or, like, to the bus or whatever, or walking home, and he would just, like, find me and be like, I need to talk to you. I need closure. And then it would just start all over again. You know? It would just be like he would just start screaming at me again, like in public, out in, you know, in the street. While I, you know, like when it's dark out and there's nobody, you know, like really around. And it's just like, I just like never want to talk to him. And even if I did, it would be like a completely like invented version of what was going on, where I was, you know, the bad guy. It's like I don't think that he will ever like really realize. Like I really do believe that he thinks that I did something to him. You know.
Yeah. Well,
But
if
I like
he's
really
not self-reflective and just like focuses on some like egocentric story where he's like the star of his world or whatever, like he won't.
Yeah. No, I don't think that. And I don't know. He's like brain as fuck. I don't understand. Did you ever like talk to Arpiva?
Well, so I told him that I thought he did a great job on the Gong Show because I did. And I just felt like I could say that. But like now he's like, give me your cell phone number, and he wants to talk on the phone, and I like really don't think I want. And I'm like, and I haven't responded, but he's like, he'll like unfriend me on Facebook and read from like.
Oh, like somebody else.
Just like somebody else. And like, so I almost told Alvin about it today, but I didn't. But because I'm like he's asked me twice, and I just like don't read the thing so that it's not like, oh, I saw this and I ignored it.
Yeah.
But I'm like it's like when he walked into the parking lot here one day and like just started talking to Michael Butler, like who I was talking to in the parking lot, and like having this triangulated, you know, it's like didn't even speak to me directly, just like talking to Michael Butler in front of me, and it's like, I'm not gonna fucking do this. Like, I'm not gonna be here for this fucking whackness, you know? Like, I don't care, you know? Like, I don't, like, I'm gonna be, like, impressed that, you know, China's manager is interested in you, or you fucking kidding? Like, you know, I just walked away,
China's dead
you know?
now, so, like, her manager has, like, nothing to do, and maybe he got me on the Gong Show.
It's just like he was here for one, like he didn't like, it wasn't like, do you want to talk, like it's like I would talk to him like there was like this growler, you know, like it was just like, I don't know, but it's like I think I would rather do that. Like I think I would talk to him in person, but I don't think that I want to talk to him on the phone. But I don't know if I should just, I don't know if I should give my phone number and just never answer the phone. Or if I should just be like, because it's that same, but it's like, I could be like, I don't know that I really want to talk on the phone right now. I'd rather like talk in person, if at all. Like, that would probably be the honest answer. And like, he is like, has a certain weird kind of pride or whatever that, and like, that he might be like right on and then like delete me as his friend and not talk to me or whatever, or like, you know,
Well, like, I don't know. How do you like see this
I'm not
conversation
worried
going?
about it. Like, I'm not worried about it. I'm just like, I don't want, like, I feel like I would have to like force myself and like, and that probably I have some, like, he's gonna want, like, I don't think that he's gonna apologize to me about anything or be like self-realized about like our relationship or like past or current. I think he's just gonna pick up in the same kind of way, and I don't want to pretend to be down with that. Like, I don't want to interact with it.
Yeah. And
I
I mean,
it's like, I don't want to give him, like, I don't really know that it's gonna help me in any way to talk to him.
yeah.
So it's like, why would I, like, should I talk to him just because he wants to talk to me? I don't feel that I owe him that, and I don't know that I want to do that. And I know that being on a phone conversation with me that I don't want to be on is not going to be enjoyable for anybody. So it's like,
Especially
like,
yeah. And like, I don't like if it was my situation, it would be like I would know that he would just take that as an opportunity to like try to say something to like obligate me to like continue talking to him, you know? Like, but this was maybe like kind of different where he would just like, he was like kind of manipulative, you know, like he would probably just like say something like, well, you ruined my life and I can't, you know, I'm like the shell of a person because of you, and you're like, you know, you are the reason that like I, you know, fucking I'm having a hard time in life or whatever, and it would just be like, oh, well, this is just to make me feel bad so that I keep talking to you, you know? Like, so that I'm like I feel obligated to like fix these like problems that you made up that like are, you know, that you say are like ruining your life or whatever. And I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I wouldn't know how to anticipate how that would go.
like Archie has consistently like tried to talk to me, but like he doesn't like say anything. Which
Hey, what's up?
it's like, I mean, like even with like it's like, you know, relationships are like growing experiences for both people, you know. And with, you know, like with Rick, you know, it's like Rick came to me, like after me and Rick broke up, he like, and he like hated things about me, like he hated that I smoked cigarettes and I would like be like rubbing the like cigarette smell from my, you know, like trying to pretend like I wasn't smoking, chain smoking, like, and like, which it's like, ugh, why? But, and after we broke up, he like started smoking. He like was a really skinny guy, you know. It's like I didn't realize that like he was like I was insecure and self-hating, and he was insecure and self-hating. You know, it's like it's usually when somebody puts you down or makes you feel encourages your insecurity in some way or whatever, it's usually like they have their own insecurity.
Yeah.
And like he like started like bodybuilding and like got all jacked and was smoking cigarettes, like totally like, and he was like self-reflective about the relationship and how he was and like what, you know, and we like were able to talk about that and are like able to be friends and like have an ooh. Hey. That's still, this pipe is leaking a little bit.
Oh.
But I was capturing it. Well, Logan, we're gonna need you to figure that out. But I don't know that, just from the way that RP has even like talked about his other relationships, I'm like, I don't know if you really like on the pulse of what went on in any of these. It's very difficult to figure out the reality of these situations.
Yeah.
And when it's like a power play type thing, like you're not there, you're not looking to understand it. Like you're you're consumed by that.
Yeah, just by like trying to, you know, like justify these things that you're doing. You know. I gotta get going home.
Oh.
I think I gotta get going home. Oh my god, it's almost 6 a.m.
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's 5:41.
No. No.
That's a fucked up. I might run into my dad and be like, is there anything?
That becomes Nate.
Do you need help? Can I help you? Or since I don't know, there's like elaborate systems of organization.
I mean, it's close, isn't it?
What? Oh, to getting done? Or what?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you have
I
to
mean, I'm
pass
sure
around.
there'll be like more issues, but I gotta get some of those fucking jumbo bags and like maybe a bin. I guess shit is open. Well, CVS is always open, but I don't think they. Maybe they do.
China. I don't think that it's a good idea if like it's getting inspected. Have like a bunch of cigarettes.
Oh, is that cigarette butts?
Oh yeah.
I thought it was like something. I thought you were giving a blessing.
Oh.
I thought you were putting some like potpourri into the installation. For some reason.
That would have been nice. If I had thought of it.
Yeah, it would have been.
But I didn't.
It would have been natty. It sure would have been.
Right. I'm gonna go home. When my dad wakes up. Yeah. It won't happen.
Imitating the human voice. What's the human voice?
It's like the dentist. So when you're doing tests, I think the question is. Yeah. You're referring. I was referring to a no dance. At one point, the one person to do it. It's like. Yeah, I'm sure it was like a b-boy thing. That b-boy was like checking out. Yeah. listen, imagine that we would have technology and then we needed that to build a hospital ourselves. Yeah. 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 That was the
Like Shiva,
yeah.
not Leonardo. I get it. This is a modern recording. This is a robot that collects data and feeds it back into the world. Amazing. Technology. Wait till you see what it can do. Try. Are you recording some? Or are they songs that
Yeah. Everything there were no in that, yes, it was all angled. But it wasn't sarcastic. Well, you had to point to the face. See, I didn't make yeah. Yeah. So it doesn't have to be right angle, just take it to her. It can be like, yeah.